Hello everyone and welcome back to my 100% Wild Arms 2 walkthrough. This is episode 2 and today we're going to be covering Lilka Eleniak's prologue, a sorceress just getting started. Well, what about payment? Mercs don't work for free, you know. You ought to be more worried about a merc who works for free. You got that right. What are you laughing about, you old geezer? Let's stay on the subject, okay? We must plan a counterattack. Ha! I wish someone would do something. Sorry being like... I haven't quite got the knack of this teleport gem. For a minute, I thought I'd teleported to the wrong place again. Uh-oh. This isn't the Valeria household, is it? I knew it. Excuse me, but who are you anyway? And yes, we have Lilka. So we're gonna go ahead and just keep her name this way. Oh boy, I messed up again. But at least I came to a place where everyone seems so nice. I know I should hurry, but I guess there's no harm in resting here for a while. What's weird is how they dump that stuff in our rice to eat it. It's just so gross. Right? Try this nice warm treat. Mmm. There, do you feel better now? Sorry about the way I acted. I was just so nervous. I just can't get the hang of the teleport gem, you know? An item used for moving around. I'm studying magic and this one item just seems to have it in for me or something. Wow, you know how to use magic? Actually, I'm still learning. Wow, I'm so impressed. Oh, don't be impressed. Anyone can use magic, you know? You mean even I can learn magic? Of course you can. For instance, you can pick out a loved one's voice or your own name in a noisy room. That's a kind of magic too. Get it? No, I don't get it. No? Oh. But you will someday. Magic is a power that anyone can use. And magic can do anything. Oh, sis, what am I supposed to do? I don't know what to do. I can't figure it out all alone. Calm down. It'll be okay. Hey, don't cry. Can you see that big switch box behind you? Use your magic on it. It'll be all right. I know you can do it. I can't do it. I won't lie or say anything. I'm not good at it like you are, sis. Didn't you fail to control the gate because you didn't do it right, sis? Try starting over. This time the door should open. Open! Come on, open up! This time I'll show you a different method. It'll be fine. This way is easy. So why didn't you just show me this from the start? Well... See the small switch box just below where you are? Use the same method to get your magic to work. Hey sis, look, it worked this time. There are 3 switch blocks left. You need to get all of them. Leave the rest to me. I can manage this. Let's review how to handle a fire rod. If you press square, your magic turns to a flame and can fire in front of you. Are you okay, Lilka? I know, I'm fine. This is a piece of cake. Alright, here we go. Just go ahead and head on down south. Lilka? What is it, sis? Oh, nothing. Never mind. Be careful. Now we're going to be automatically introduced to the save crystals. That way you know where it's at. It's at the southern teleport crystal. So if you ever need to save your game before continuing on, this is where you will find it. Drop down. Now the switch blocks here, you'll notice that there is one block that is a different color. Now, a little trick. So instead of having to do this, you notice that we move around when we change directions. If you hold down R2 or right trigger, depending on which controller that you're playing with, you can hold that down and move your directional button any way, and your character will not move, but it will turn in the direction you want them to. So let's aim at the switch box there on the left. Voila! Now we're going to go ahead and move up, and this first block here, hit the one on the right, interface left, hit that one, and now we've opened up a 3-way split. Now to save time, I'm going to tell you right now, you don't want to go straight or right, you want to go left. Now, same as before, step here. You notice how the block is different from the rest? Now step forward, hit it again. And of course use our R2 trick. Do not drop down, make sure you walk all the way around. Drop down. And here's the first switch block. Now, make sure you hit this before you drop down, otherwise you have to do all that all over again. Sis, what happens when I get it to respond? When all the switch blocks respond, the partially open gate gets reset. I can manage that even with my level of magic skills. Right. Good luck, Lilka. 2 switch blocks remain. Alright, so we head up and head over to the west. Alright, now here's where things get a little bit tricky. So, alright, so now that we have control of Lilka, she is a magic user, which introduces us to a very powerful advantage: weaknesses. If you go to her abilities, she currently has 3 spells available, as well as an ability called Mystic. We will cover what Mystic does at a later time. For right now, we just need to focus on finishing battles with our spells, because Lilka is not really a physical fighter. Now, you'll notice that it requires 12 FP to cast either Flame or Freeze, and only 5 to cast Heal. So, in order for us to take the least amount of damage while we are taking on multiple enemies at once with Lilka, just go ahead and block to build up FP. And considering we just surprised them, I should have went ahead and hit them. That was my mistake, but you do get more FP for attacking, but with Lilka, we want to take as little damage as possible. Now, as the monster card showed you that I displayed on the screen for you, these creatures are weak to ice. So we will cast Freeze. And the red numbers indicate you have hit them with their weakness. Now, before we finish off the last enemy, we could go ahead and heal ourselves. And that'll save us on heal berries. Lilka's already achieved level 2. All right, continuing where we left off, we want to go ahead and hit this block. And then hit the second one. And make our way up. Go ahead and pick up your gems if you're needing them for your health. Now, this is where it gets a little bit tricky. You notice there's that transport block down there. You want to stand in the middle block here and go ahead and drop down. If you would have continued on, you would have actually looped around. All right, only one switch block left. You did really well. I'm the little sister of the one called the Eleniak witch girl. This was nothing. I'm me and you are you. We're different. You need to believe in yourself more. Lilka, from now on you need to believe in the magic that is yours alone. No matter how hard things get, you'll be able to overcome it with your magic. Huh? What? Finding faults now? Later. Leave it till later. If I can do things with my magic, I'll listen to anything. All right, now for the final one, all the way to the east. All right, so there is a puzzle that we have to solve in order to get out of this Millennium Puzzle's final stage. Now, in order to do that, you will notice the two switch blocks right here on the floor. This one controls all of these platforms in 4 locations. This one raises the one there on the right. That is how we leave. Now, we need to find the solution to said puzzle before we can go on. So, let's go ahead and start with 1. All right, these blue books can be a little bit ugly. They cast magic, which luckily Lilka is a little bit resistant to since she is a magic user, but because we still need the 12 FP, you know what to do. Now, obviously, there's a book, so they are weak to fire. One HP left. That is ridiculous. Go ahead and top yourself off. Hopefully this hits for at least 100. Nope, 96. Go ahead and top yourself off one more time. One more time. Because I was not expecting it to hit her physically. Will you stop that, please? Good Lord. Take yourself around, be sure not to fall off. Now you'll notice that there is a pattern of 4 blocks on this platform, but only one is sticking out. That is 3 blue, so keep a note of that. Make your way out. Go ahead and reset your block. And do the same thing here. Now we have 2 yellow. All right, we are introduced to the most annoying enemy in this place. It is the bogey. This creature has no elemental weakness, but it does have a very high response stat, or the ability to evade. So you can smack it with the main attack, or you can cast any spell on it to try to do damage. I would preferably recommend using a spell because it can easily evade Lilka's main attack. So let's go ahead and get our FP built up. Let's go ahead and take out the Gome so that way we can focus on the bogey in case he manages to dodge our attacks. Like I said, you can cast whatever spell you want on it. It's just a matter of whether or not it hits. So yes, we got 2 yellow. So that's 3 blue, 2 yellow. Three green, 3 blue, 2 yellow, 3 green. 1 to go. One red. So now we have our puzzle solution. 3 blue, 2 yellow, 3 green, and 1 red. Make our way out. All right, now that we have our puzzle solution, before we press on, I highly recommend at this point, use this room to grind up to level 3. As you can see, I only have 5 experience left, so that literally the next battle will do it for me. But I highly recommend getting to level 3, as it will give us the exact stats we need to make the boss fight easy, just like we did with Brad. So go ahead and grind out here. Once you reach level 3, let us continue. All right, I have hit level 3, and as you can see, I have also topped up her health, so we don't have to worry about that. I would highly recommend that once you finish this, because you can still run into battles in this next room, probably wait to top off her health for the final time before you actually leave the Millennium Puzzle. Now, you got to be very careful with this. In order to solve this puzzle, you have to stand on each of the colored blocks. They only go as high as 3. So that means blue and green, you can ride all the way to the top. Red and yellow, you have to step off of it or drop down off of it before it finishes the one that you're aiming for. So, for example, with yellow, you want to hop off the top of it before it finishes raising up to the second level. Same goes for red with only 1. So I will show you what I mean. 2, 3, and that's where it stops. Drop down. And then with yellow, 1, 2. Again, make sure you hop off before it finishes, because if you drop off as soon as it finishes, it will raise up to the next one, then you'll have to leave to reset it. 2, 3, and then finally red. Boom. All right, now right here, this is the final one. When you enter and you hit the switch block, it goes into a forced cutscene. So, if you need to, go ahead and top off Lilka's health now before continuing. Sis? Sis? Where are you, sis? I can't leave the gate of the Millennium Puzzle like this. Soon, you'll be linked to the world you came from, so don't worry. Sis, you... Say... Promise. Lilka. I can't hear you, sis. Sis? You can do anything with magic if you use it right. Father! Oh, darling, what's the matter? Did you come up with a plan? No, we're stumped. Go figure, eh? I'm sorry, you seem to be bothered by something. I can help if you want. Can you tell me what's going on? Well, for the past few days, our peaceful, humble village has been attacked nightly by monsters. The villagers have not been harmed, but they live in fear of the night. Tonight's meeting was to discuss this monster's problem. Let me help, please. What can a girl like you do? Daddy, she knows how to cast magic spells. Just leave everything to me. Your troubles are over. You mean they've just begun? No. All right, now that we have control in the village, you can go upstairs, talk to the elder. You can go over here, talk to the wife, but we're just going to go ahead and head outside. Now, in order to continue on, there are 3 villagers around here that we have to speak to. You cannot enter any of the other buildings yet. The doors are all locked. If you need to save your game before you progress, this NPC right here, this is how you do it. Now we're going to walk all the way over here to the east, northeast. Okay, I was wrong. A little bit south. There's the first NPC. It was about, yes, exactly a week ago that the village was first attacked. I remember it well because we were busy harvesting the palace wheat. We'll make our way around. There's another NPC here. We finished harvesting the all-important wheat that the village economy depends on. The granary is chock full of the wheat we harvested. Starting to see a pattern here. So go ahead and make our way around, and this is the final NPC. Once you talk to this NPC, it triggers the boss fight. So if you need to save, heal, whatever, do that before talking to this final NPC. The monsters always come from the northeast. The northeast is an unlucky direction. Bad things always come from the northeast. And guess where the granary in Palace Village is? Right, in the northeast part of town. Okay, let's just sum up what we know, all right? The monsters aren't after the village or the villagers. They are after the wheat harvest. No one has been hurt. The damage is limited to the wheat and the wheat field. Come to think of it, the monsters always appear in the northeast. They're back! The monsters! The monsters are attacking! They're after the granary. Hurry! Don't panic. Just find someplace safe to hide. I'll take care of the monster with my magic. Young lady, give me a hand. All right, this is Olivier, Lilka's prologue boss. Now, if we are level 3, or even if you're still just level 2, we are going to make short work of this boss with Lilka's magic. So first off, we're going to go ahead and guard so that Olivier will attack us with something, and it should give us enough FP to go on the offensive on the next turn. exactly what we needed. All right. Olivier has two weaknesses, ice and fire. However, he is only weak to ice with his legs, so let's go ahead and take it out, for that is a body part that gives us extra experience. I always found that attack a little comical. Bufoo. All right, his legs are taken out. He can still use Olivier Juice and Bufoo, but he loses his kick attack, which is actually really good for us because that's a really strong physical attack that could hit Lilka with, which she is kind of susceptible to physical attacks currently. Top off your health before continuing because his attacks still do pretty good amount of damage. Now, she should have enough health if you've topped off. Just go ahead and cast Flame twice on Olivier and it should finish the fight. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. We did it. We beat them. Young lady, you drove them off all by yourself? That's amazing, young lady. You're incredible. Wow, your magic is powerful after all. So it was your magic, eh? I said, yeah, V for victory, sucker. I don't know what would have happened if you hadn't come along. Thank you very much, really. No, thank you. You've helped me so much too. But are you really all right with only this? We could prepare a better reward. I'm in a hurry. Even though you probably have use for my magic, that's why I'm so happy to receive the teleport gem. Big sis, will you come visit me again? Of course, I promise. And this time, don't mess up. Yeah. Oops, my shoelaces. Aw, kitty. I wonder if she'll be okay. I tried to be cool about it, but I might have blown it. I don't think I'd been cursed if I had accepted a bag lunch. That reminds me, I still haven't had breakfast yet. I'm so hungry. I'm sure it'll be okay. If I get to the Valeria home, I'm sure they'll feed me. Now that that's settled, it'll be fine. Just fine. At least that's what I thought. Be sure to save your game, and that's going to do it for episode 2. We only have one left, and then we get to go on to the main game, as well as unlock a trophy. So, if you're a trophy hunter on the console version, you're going to be well on your way to a good start. Thank you all so much for watching. Be sure to leave a like and a comment if this guide is helping you. And as always, I will see you in the next one. Take care and have a great day.